Hello and welcome to Marco on Markets. This channel is for educational purposes only and shares my personal opinions and investment process. Nothing in this video should be taken as financial product advice or a recommendation to buy or sell any investments. Always do your own research and consider obtaining advice from a licensed financial advisor before making investment decisions. Good morning. It's Friday the 7th of August and 10 past 10 a.m. I did start this a little bit earlier, but I made an error on a trade, and so I had to restart again. Apologies for that. The market has opened. Let me pull up that. I was actually buying Woolworths, and in haste to get it done quickly, I made an error and purchased it in my superannuation fund. I unfortunately transferred money to the wrong account and the trade went through, and I had to rectify that pretty quickly because you shouldn't get outside of super money mixed up with insider super money. So unfortunately I had to sell. Well, I didn't have to, but I did sell that sell that stock pretty quickly. So I ended up buying it for inside of my super, which has now sold. So I bought it for $39.48, the price actually here, and then I ended up selling it for $39.70. I basically just got out with no profit. After the fees, I just didn't want that to be a tax issue down the track, so I was able to transfer those funds back. So I'm going to start afresh now. The market indicator to open was to be fairly flat here at down 0.07%. What we did see, though, is the market was a sea of red initially to start with. So as you can see, it did drop, and it's currently down 0.3%. So I think it dropped probably around the 0.5%. So let's just have a look at a watch list now and see if there's any opportunities in my buying list. So it was Woolworths was down 2% on open. And yeah, as I mentioned, we'll just have a quick look at this graph and I'll show you how that went this morning. And it's a shame that I made that error on the trade. So I'm a bit annoyed with myself, I must say. So yeah, it dropped on open. It was down. It was actually further than that. So I'm not sure how that calculator's in different. Anyway, it was down 2% on open, and I did move quickly to get some. I think it was going to be down, I think 0.6% or something. And as you can see now, if we refresh the screen, it's only down 0.5%. So I would have had 1% in the bag, but unfortunately I made the stuff up. So that happens. So you really shouldn't try and do this quickly. Take your time, do your calculations. So there's opportunities now. We've got Commonwealth at 177. You know, it's down 1%. I probably could try for 1% same day. I don't know if I could get to 2% there. What else am I liking? Coles, it's still just out of that range. You know, people, I think there's some profit taking. Yesterday we had a new all-time high for the All Ords. So let me just see what's in the positive. VA, JB Hi-Fi still going well. Look, I've lost the yeah, this one's only down 0.6 now. That's Woolworths. So I'm a bit disappointed in myself for making that error. I'll just do a refresh. Look, I think Commonwealth, let me just do a calculator on the screen. We'll just see what the exit price is. It's $181, a little bit high. What about 1% though? If I got 1% for the day, 179, that's probably doable. All right, we'll go into there, have a look. So it is going backwards a little bit, 1.3%. Yep. So it is falling away 1.33%, 1.34%, 1.4%. 1.43%. Okay, so we're seeing this fall away now a little bit. So I think once that stops, I might jump on. Okay, so we'll jump on there at 177. Okay, it's dropped away a fair bit more there now. Okay, I'm going to grab some at 177 and 10 cents. So Commonwealth to buy. Okay, value. Let's just do a price check. Yep. So I'll go a little bit higher than the number there, just to ensure that I get my order. So going on at 177 and 10 cents. 177 and 10. Okay, I'll place that order on now. Okay. If we go to market depth, um, my order's sitting there in amongst that bundle there at 177 and 10. We'll watch that for a little bit. Okay, so the price is starting to increase again now. So, oh no, it might have gone through now. So I was in this bundle, 177.10, and as you can see, it's disappeared now. So we will have secured that order. What I'm going to do is update the share trading register. So that's Commonwealth again. I might just insert some rows here and move my little logo down. All right, so we're going to do parcel 2 again. It's trade 141. The date is 7th of the 8th. We're going to just use the fictitious $40,077.10. Sorry, $177.10. So 225 units. Okay, I'll just check the actual price that I paid there. Contract notes just coming through now. So we've got 177 9.0. All right, we'll just put it in at 177.10. I just want to calculate the margin. I'm just going to go for 1% margin today. So we're going to put it on at, I'll just pop this in here, 179. Let's just do 25 cents. Okay, just to make sure we get a little bit extra there. I'll just place that order on. Normally I would just put it into this spreadsheet for you, the calculator. I'll do that as well. I'll just place the order on just in case it pops up and I don't want to miss it. Okay, so we've got Commonwealth Bank. And we're going to put a sell order on at 179. 25 cents. So I'm going to review the order. Yep, that looks good. Yep, I'll place that. All right, now let's just do this calculator. So 225 units, today's date, 179, so 177.10, I think it was. Yep. And then we're going to go for 1% today. So it comes out to 179.23 is the sell price. If we plug that in 25 cents, we should end up with 1% margin or $403 on a $40,000 investment. I've got some other scenarios here. I've got half of the 40,000, which is 20,000. I've got 250%, so that's 100,000. 500% of the 40,000, which is 5 times, so that's 200,000. And then I've got a custom one here. So if you were to invest 60, all the numbers pretty much stay the same. It's just the entry exit price, and then obviously your gain at the end, the absolute dollar amount changes. So we're on there. I'm going to update Sharesight. So that's this one. So from the home screen, I'm just going to click add investment, individual, add trade. It's CBA. Okay, so it was a buy. It was today. The quantity is going to be 225. The share price is going to be 177.10. And then the brokerage in here. And then we're going to add that. And then it'll appear on this screen. So according to this, we're up. I'm not sure if that price is old. Let's have a look. 170. No, it's dropped a little bit further. So there's like a 20-minute delay between Sharesight and the real actual price. So has dropped a little bit. I'm not too concerned about that at the moment. We'll just go back to the watch list. So we've purchased, we've put it on to sell, we've put it on the register. So we're good to look at anything else. I'm still a bit upset about that Woolworths position. It's 8.87%. Anyway, I've got to let it go. I made a mistake. Coles is now coming into a nice buying price range. So let's have a look at that, 23.97. And then if I add on a 2% margin, 24.50, it's probably unlikely. I don't think I've seen Coles at 24.50. So that's unlikely, but can I get 1% today? So 23.97, $24.20. So could it get up to about that high? Possibly. So that's okay. I might, let's just do a refresh. 24, it's 23.97. Okay, well, we might go for that as well. It's down 1.5%. Portfolio. I'll just have to transfer some money. I'll try and do that correctly this time. Okay, so high interest to trading. Okay. Okay, so we'll transfer that across. Boom. We'll do a refresh here. It's come down a little bit. That's good. Okay. We'll just make sure it's in the right spot. Okay. Right. So we'll do a refresh and 23.96. All right, let's put an order on for that. Just going to do it on this screen here. And then we'll come back and update the spreadsheet. So we're going to do a buy order. Okay, so we're going to do the value. Just do a refresh, see how that's going. Cool, it's still holding. Okay, put it on at the same price, 23.96. Okay. Rightio. So I'll place that order now. And now if we go into market depth, you can see I'm in amongst that $23.96. So we want this to go down to 23.95, 97. So it's gone up. If we refresh, you'll see that this will move down. Okay. So that might take a little second to go through. It seems to have stalled. So um, no one wants to buy any at the very second. Because if they wanted to buy, they would buy at the next available price, which is the 23.96. If I was to change the price to 23.97, that would go through straight away because there's some sellers there at that price. So we'll just refresh. Okay, it's just stalling. That happens. I can't see my orange anymore, so I'd say that did go through. It might have just dropped quickly and then, yep. So my orange is off the screen. I'll just check my portfolio. One moment. Okay, there's my contract note coming through now. So we'll just check. Yep, so that's there. What we're going to do is update the spreadsheet. We're going to do Coles. I'll just copy it, one from previous. So it's trade 142. It's going to be parcel. We can use parcel 3. That's fine. We're going to do 40,000 divided by 23.96 as our fictitious purchase quantity, 1669. Today's date is price was it 23.96. I'll just double check that on my contract note. Yeah, 23.96. Okay, we're going to go for 1% margin. Just try and get a same day sale. I'll put this into a color just so I know that that actually hasn't occurred. And this one as well. So we're going to go for, where's my calculator from before? $23.20. Actually, it's here anyway. Sorry, 24. So that's $24.25. I might just go up a couple more cents than that. just to cover off the fees and stuff properly. So I'll put that order on. I may increase this later in the day if it looks like coming back. So I'm just going to pop that order on. $24.27. Okay, so Coles sell 4712. So what's the 24? So $24.27. Okay, so we'll pop that on. Yep. So that's been submitted. If we go back to Coles, yeah, I'll do a refresh on the screen. And if I refresh here, so my price is $24.27. And so, yeah, I'm in that bundle there. So we're going to try and get this up to 27 cents, 24.27, and then can have a successful trade there, hopefully. Okay, so we'll just add that to Sharesight. So add an investment, individual. Like I said, in real life, you just have your contract note set to Sharesight directly, and this all updates all automatically. So 1669 unit price is 1669 is 23.96, and then we've got the brokerage value there. So that's the 40,000, and we're going to add that. Okay, so if we go back to the home screen, now we'll see 3 trades there. We've got the long-term one there that's down quite a bit. Coles, it's saying it's up, but again, these prices are delayed. So let's have a look how Commonwealth's going. So it's 24.03. So we've got to get back to $24.27. So there's a few more people in front of us. So that's okay. We'll go to CBA. And that's down. Okay, so that's down further a little bit more. I paid 177.10, so it's down. It's fallen a little bit further than that. That's okay. We'll just have a look if there's any other trading opportunities. So Commonwealth, Macquarie, it's a bit on the high side for me. Coles, we've got that now. NAB's a bit on the high side, as with the other banks. I do like Wesfarmers. It's just sort of, I prefer it with an 8 in front of it rather than a 9. So we'll leave that for today. Look, Westpac, I've missed my opportunity there. That was a really bad error I made this morning, but that's okay. Let's have a look at the overall market one more time, and then I'll have a look at the ASX 200 and then call it a day. I'll leave it there for the morning, I should say. 0.3% down, and then we'll have a look at the ASX 200. Okay, so the biggest losers to start with. Rightio, so we've got 4DX. That's a very popular stock to be up the top, up or down, 6.9% down. That's advanced medical equipment, 4D Medical. ResMed is down 4.5%. Block, which is down 4.62%. Zip is down 3.72%, and Drone Shield is down 2.4%. Not huge loss for Drone Shield. It's very volatile. It's very common to see that up or down 3, 4, 5% in one day. So we'll see how that pans out towards the end of the day. And so we're seeing like a bit of a fintech theme there with the downs. And let's have a look at the gainers for the day. So we've got Liontown, that's specialty mining, that's up 4.86%. We've got James Hardy, they're up 4.75% also. They do construction material like plasterboard. I'm not sure if they do bricks, but yeah. Light and Wonder, they're a gaming machine producer, 4.5% up. They were on the list earlier in the week. I can't remember if it was up or down. It looks like it had an up day. We've got PLS Group. They're diversified mining up 4.4%, and specialty mining Iluka Resources, that's up 3.69% also. So got a bit of mining, bit of gaming, and we'll just have a look at my watch list one more time, see if there's any other opportunities. I got that one more parcel of to deploy. Westpac's down 1.36%. Let's have a look what I paid for that last time. So I sold it at 37.36, so it's a bit higher than what I sold it for last time. I am attracted to the drop, so 38 and add 2%, so it's got to get to 38.80. Okay, what about 1% though? Right, it's more doable. Let's have a look. All right, so it's dropped a little bit. And so my exit price would be 38.39. So that would be in here somewhere for a 1% gain. Yeah, I kind of like that. Just see what it's doing. It's dropping a bit more. Yeah, I think I'll grab that at one. It's down 1.56%. So I'll just transfer some money. Rightio. So I'll make sure that's gone into the right account. Don't want a repeat of this morning. Rightio. So I'm going to, let's do Woolworths. I'll just refresh here. Yeah, I think I'll just grab that 37.96. We're going to do a buy, and then, yep, value. $37.96. Review order. Right. Right, yeah, so that order's gone on. We have a look at the market depth. Oh, it must have dropped. Okay. So I will have got that. I will have got that straight away because I put it on at 37.96 and it dropped. So that means I would have immediately got that price. So what I'm going to do is update the trading register to Westpac. So that's that one, and that can be parcel 4. That'll come more important at the end of the month when I do taking profits versus compounding. So I'll just locate my purchase price there. I'll just put 37.96. I think I put it on for. I think I probably would have got it a little bit cheaper. Okay, here's my contract note now. So I got that for 37.93.6. So let's just call it 37.94. So we're going to call that 1,054 units. Today's date, so 37.94. And then we're going to just go for 1% today. I may change that. As I said, if it looks like it's all going positive, I might change that towards the end of the day. We'll just keep an eye on it. $38, and let's do 42. Round it up a little bit just to make sure all the fees are covered. So that's Westpac. All right, so right, yeah. So let's put that on. So we're going to put that on to sell. Westpac sell. And we're going to do $38.42. We're going to review. Yep, that looks right. So we'll place that order. I always get a bit nervous. All right, so that's on now. We'll put that into yellow so we know that's on the market, and we'll check the market screen. So if we refresh here, and so we're looking for $38.42. So That's me. That's part of me. That's not all me, but I'm in that bundle. Radio. And we'll just have a look at the watch list one more time and we'll leave it there for the morning. I've still got to update our friends at Sharesight. So ASX.WBC. No. Okay, it's a buy. The units is 1,054. And the brokerage. Okay, so now we've got four parcels on. All our money's deployed. This is, like I said, it's about 20 minutes out. So we've got a couple of positives showing, Coles just over and Westpac just over, Commonwealth down 0.11%. So just refresh here and see. I don't have more money now to deploy. So that's it for the day. And hopefully we'll get those trades through. If we can get them on the same day, I'm happy with that. I'm still upset about the Westpac situation. But anyway, that's my error, and I'll just teach me to take more care in the future. All right, I'll leave it there for today. Have a great day, and thanks for supporting the channel. And we'll try and do a market close, or if we get any sales, I might pop in a little bit earlier.